What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about Alien, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, sci-fi horror movie of all time. Uh, means still to this day, like, it looks fantastic. I mean, I know, like, I like the aesthetic of like all the technology and like their ships and just like obviously like the prosthetics of the alien and stuff. That it's the best in this one in Aliens by far. But uh, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like this is I'd say probably my favorite out of this franchise. Uh, I guess it kind of depends on what mood I'm in. You know what I mean? Like Aliens is more like a action sci-fi than horror. Is like the third, like the third little tertiary genre for it. But yeah, this movie, man, it a lot of nostalgia for me because I remember just like watching it all the time on VHS with my brothers at my grandparents' house, and we still have like the tapes and stuff that we used to watch them on, which it's nostalgic, but it's one of it's just it still holds up today. It's very few sci-fi movies can come as close as this, in my opinion. But it gives us probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, final girl of any like slasher or horror movie, or like monster, whatever you want to call it. But with Sigourney Weaver, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jamie Lee Curtis is pretty good, and the girl that plays Sydney in Scream, and stuff like that. But I don't know. She's Ellen Ripley is by far the most badass. Fuck, like I don't see any of the other final girls killing off an alien, but that's I don't know their own universe. But I always thought she was one of the best, if not the best, final girls, and just I don't know. I thought her role and like her acting was like, because most of the time it's just like final girls are just like screaming and just like running away. You know what I mean? Like they're not like she's actually like fighting back. I don't know. She's just always kind of like unique and like stood out to me at least, and just have like a pretty, even though I don't really know the actors' names besides Tom Skerritt or Skelet or whatever his last name was. I only know him from this movie, but you also have Ian. What's his name? Ian Holm or something like that. He plays Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and he reprises his role, I believe, in the first Hobbit or something like that. But yeah, great actor. R.I.P. But yeah, I don't know if Sigourney Weaver was in any other movies before this, but this, just like just the fact that it has these two, it's like damn, that's. He like they're all great actors, even though these two were. He's in a lot longer than him, but like they're like side roles, and I thought they were great. Like I just, even though like they're not a lot of like big name actors like in like Prometheus or Alien Covenant or not really the others besides maybe like Resurrection. Like this is probably, I don't know, I might like the Aliens crew more, but this is second to none. Like it's I don't know, great crew, great acting. Just yeah, like her reaction to one of the most iconic scenes of all time. It's just like I don't know. It feels like obviously you've probably heard the story where it's like they didn't tell her what was gonna happen, and that reaction they have is like genuine. It just I don't know. This movie has a lot of I don't know, a lot of cool little things like that, and just like the prosthetics of the creatures Like this is like I mean, I don't think this picture of the xenomorph is from Alien, but just like the creature design, it's one of the most badass monsters in any Hollywood or video game or anything. It's just like they say, the perfect organism. Like I love this movie. Just I mean, I will say it's a little bit of a slow burn at the beginning, but I like the atmosphere, like especially like the opening with like the theme music. It has like it goes from like a sense of like wonder and exploration and stuff as they're like looking at space and like through the ship, and then every so in between like the little like harmonies or melodies or whatever it is, like the like you know what I mean, like the high pitch like little beat that they have going on. Like you have like the low like hum of like dread, and like I believe it's like the probably like strings and like some horns and stuff like that. But like I know I thought it was just like a good mixture, kind of giving you a taste of what's to come. And I don't know, it's I like the atmosphere of like before they go get the SOS and stuff too. Even though it is a slow burn, it just like lets you kind of sit and stew around, learn the characters a little bit, and just their I don't know, their back and forth or repertoire or whatever the hell you'd want to call it. I thought is pretty good. And then as soon as they get the SOS and they go here. It's like I don't know. Then it's like the horror starts to begin because like they don't know what the fuck they're going into. They think it's like an SOS or just like a message out in the vast regions of like the unknown. So they go to investigate it because secretly Wayland Yutani is like I feel like they obviously knew about the the events of like Prometheus and Covenant, so they probably you know what I mean. Like it's probably like oh on the is the main goal of the mission. I feel like was probably to actually investigate this stuff. It's just that uh is this maybe disguised as like a mining you know what I mean? Like everyone else thought it was like they're just like a mining crew and stuff, but then you have Ash, who is obviously a like a spy, not really like a spy, but you know what I mean, like an undercover droid for Wayland Yutani to get the organism and bring it back to their the corporation so they can investigate it and probably use it for their own devious like objectives and stuff. But I was just I don't know. I mean, obviously, maybe a little continuity error with like how the planet looks. I mean, it was pretty fucked up looking in Covenant, so it kind of fits. But that always can like I feel like that always kind of confused me. Like, who sent like the SOS or like the warning? Was it like somebody in Covenant or something? Or yeah, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I don't. You mean like I've seen these movies quite a bit, and I still don't have all the dots connected. Which I feel like the more I watch it, it's like it kind of unfolds for like makes more sense. But either way, it's still I don't know. I like the scene. Like I don't know. I like that like old school like. I mean, this was '79, so I'll say like late '70s and like '80s, like the I don't know when they. I mean, they didn't have like CGI or in like computer graphics and stuff, so they had to kind of. I mean, they had probably a little bit, but like they had to use their own ways, like probably like backdrops and just like maybe like partially like painting and just like maybe miniature stuff like that. But I like the look of the landscape and stuff, and uh, just like yeah, just like the design, like H.R. Geiger, just like the designs of everything is just like so unique and like they're not. I don't know if like it's supposed to be like unsettling and just like. I mean, obviously that is because it's an alien with like a you know what I mean? It's a dead alien with like a giant gaping hole in its chest, but uh, I don't know, just like the whole design of everything, like the engineers like ship and technology, and just the technology of like the keyboards and stuff of like the uh, just like the Nostromo and stuff. It's very interesting. It's like very unique. It's like it's intriguing, just like into his mind of like what he's doing. But yeah, this is just it's one of the greatest movies of all time. Just like this and Alien, I feel Aliens have probably the best practical effect for like the face huggers, or the best look because of the practical effect for like the face huggers and like the xenomorphs and stuff. And I mean I feel like I'm just rambling on and on, but I love the lore of like I don't know, just like like it's building up in like Prometheus and Covenant and stuff, and just like how it expands on it in Aliens, and just how it's not like it's just like an alien that they came across. I like the whole like engineers like creating humans, and like in like us creating the like androids and stuff led to you have David who's trying to create like the perfect organism out of the black goop, and he eventually like makes xenomorphs and this species in a way. So I don't know. It's just it's a very interesting franchise and like lore and stuff. But one reason why I do love this movie, the original Alien, is because it's very like I don't know, very simplified. I feel like I like that a lot about I like that about a lot of different like Lord of the Rings. My favorite movie is Fellowship because it's. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love like grand scale and like big epic things, but I feel like a lot of times when it's just like a smaller scale, like still intense and like great. Like I mean, watched Fellowship, or Unexpected Journey, or like a New Hope, or Alien, or just what have you, Die Hard, what Terminator. Like I feel like I generally like the first ones more because of, yeah, smaller scale, and just like it's the core of the I mean it's essentially just like the core and the foundation of everything, and it's just I feel like generally it's done the best that way. But I mean, you have franchises like Alien, where and Terminator, and Star Wars and Die Hard, where there are some sequels down the line that are actually really good, that rival the original, like Alien. You have Aliens, Terminator, Terminator 2, Die Hard. You have Die Hard with Vengeance. What I mean? Lord of the Rings trilogy is like the best trilogy of all time. You just look at, you know, how much money it made, and the Oscar award nominations and stuff. But I digress. I digress. Uh, but yeah, I just love this movie so much. Probably a lot of bias because of nostalgia and stuff, but I don't know. I love the horror and sci-fi feel of it. It's just like I don't know. So many were influenced by this movie, which in a way, like this is influenced by like that. I've only seen it once. It's like by Stanley Kubrick or whatever. It's like Space Odyssey. Like I feel like I've seen a lot of influence from that. Obviously not with like the alien and stuff, but just like the feel of like the beginning half before they get the SOS. But I don't know, and just like the xenomorph is probably my favorite alien or creature of all time. That and like the predator. It's like I don't know, just again like I don't know. My brothers were obsessed with this, and I mean like I remember. I mean I loved it as a kid too because I don't know, just hanging out with my brothers, getting to watch the movies and like have fun with them, and like playing AVP and all that. It's I don't know, but great cast. Fucking Ridley Scott, one of the I don't know, just a great director. I mean, fuck, he directed Gladiator. I mean, fuck, he just had to direct this, and I would say he's like one of my favorite directors of all time. But yeah, just like the way it's shot, the script, the fucking set design, creature design, just everything is perfect. Like I feel like I've given a couple perfect scores already in my reviews, and I haven't seen too many movies since I started like actually posting reviews. But I'd give this a 10 out of 10. Fuck, I'd give it an 11 out of 10. Like this is again, like I'd put this in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, along with Aliens. Like that's how good the start of this franchise was. Again, like I love every single one of the Alien movies, but this is just this and Aliens are just in a league of its own. It's just the pinnacle of like sci-fi movies for me. Besides maybe like Blade Runner, the second Blade Runner. I can't remember the. I'm not good with like the. Same with like Cyberpunk. It has like 2099 or 2097 or you know what I mean. Like I don't. I'm not good at remembering the numbers at the end of like bullshit like that. But you know this like I don't know. I love all of them, but this yeah like this and Aliens. I say Blade Runners are up there, and maybe like the first couple Star Wars, but I'd say these two are my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. But yeah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Uh, Sorry for rambling on a little bit. I mean, we did talk about the movie for the most part. I mean, I kind of rambled on about the franchise and the lore of it as a whole for a minute and stuff like that. But anyway, it's not really a review. It's more or less my thoughts on the movie and stuff. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.